In 1918 and 1919, there was another pandemic called the Spanish flu. This is the gravestone of one amazing doctor called E.P. Cook, MD, who saved so many lives in the town of Mendota, Illinois, including my family. If it weren't for him, we wouldn't be here.
Tell me about who is E.P. Cook?
So E.P. Cook was the medical doctor that took care of our family, and he had such an amazing bedside manner, sense of humor, and knew how to connect to patients. And what's interesting is during that time period, he didn't really like to use medicine. He used that as a last resort. He liked to work with the natural process of the body to heal. And through his guidance, he was the chief resident at, I believe, Cook Hospital, Cook County Hospital.
Wow.
In Chicago, and he was trained at Johns Hopkins, chief resident there. And he ended up saving our family. And then he died in 1923 by trying to save the life of my aunt who had an injury and trying to save the life of a gentleman who had an infection. And then in surgery, he ended up getting the infection and he passed away. This is his wife right here, Mary M. Cook. She would get the most difficult patient that had the worst, that was in pain or that was hard to deal with, and everyone loved Mary. They fell in love with her because of her love, her compassion, and she ended up dying, we believe, of the Spanish influenza. They call it another infection, but they believe that was influencing it after she lost her son.
Oh,
her son was an infant at the time. Their only son died, then she died. And that was right around the time, a couple of years before, or during the time. I think it was 1918. I'll have to double check my notes. But anyway.
He was born in 1870 then.
Yes, and he mourned her death. He really, of course, had a hard time with it. When he passed away, my Aunt Hilda writes in the diary that he wanted to be buried with her picture over his heart.